Okay, so this week I've been talking about this concept of the small mind and the big mind. I find this, as I've said before, I find this really helpful. And you could say the small mind is our chattering mind that's constantly commentating and thinking and getting anxious and being fearful and criticizing and having opinions. And our small mind is the results of our life so far. In Buddhism, you would say for previous lives as well. So it's all the accumulated rubbish, really, from our past life. And by rubbish, I don't mean anything disrespectful by that, but things happen to us, don't they? We have unpleasant experiences. We have pleasant experiences, and our small mind wants more of the pleasant experiences and less of the unpleasant ones. So our small mind is conditioned to chase after the things that we think will make us happy and push away the things that it thinks will make us unhappy or not produce happiness. So our small mind is constantly in conflict with the world, just trying to make the world how it wants it to be, just trying to manipulate the world and other people to be how we want them to be, how the small mind wants them to be, rather. And of course, this is ridiculous. We can't change the world, we can't change other people. But the small mind doesn't know that. The small mind is deluded. It thinks that by pushing things away that are unpleasant and chasing after things that are pleasant, that this is a strategy that will work. And it does work enough to convince the small mind that it is feasible. But it's never going to work very well. So we're onto a loser if we really believe what the small mind thinks. So we have to get ourselves more and more into the big mind. And the big mind you could call awareness. It's this sense of just noticing, just watching, observing, just being, really, just being our experience. And if we're in awareness or mindfulness, we can see what the small mind is doing. We can see that it's chasing its own tail and that this is never going to work. So the purpose of meditation, particularly this meditation, is to help us to cultivate the big mind, to help us to cultivate awareness and a sense of just knowing rather than thinking. And the big mind can think if it wants to, but only when it wants to. It's not troubled by chattering. So we're going to investigate, just notice the small mind, just be patient with it, because it really can't help it. So we're just patient with it and let it settle. And we try and operate from this awareness, this big mind, this pure mind that isn't swayed by events, is always full of compassion and love and wisdom. And it's there already. It's there already. It just gets covered up by the small mind. So this is a concept, of course. There's just a bit of a warning here. This isn't true in a literal sense, but it is a helpful way of understanding how, in a way, how our mind works. And as long as we see it as a concept, then that's okay. Eventually we come to see that it's much bigger than that, much more complex, and that's okay. But for a start, it's a good way of approaching meditation. So good morning to Catherine, and Wendy and Karen. Great to see you all this morning. So I think we could begin, couldn't we? Yeah. So just making yourself comfortable in your meditation posture, whatever that is. Lying on the bed, maybe. Lying on the floor, sitting on a chair or a cushion, or you could be kneeling on a stool like I am. Not on the stool, sitting on the stool and kneeling. So, yeah, let's start. And the main thing is to just relax all the time, just relax. Not demanding anything of yourself in particular. There's no rules in meditation. We're just doing our best. Not telling yourself off if you think you're not doing very well. Just accepting whatever the meditation is like. Because it will vary. And beginning by just taking stock of ourselves as we are this morning. We might be in any kind of a state of mind, a state of body, state of emotions. So whatever we're like in our minds, our emotions and our physical body, that's where we're starting from. So just having a sense of softness and gentleness towards that. Not trying to change anything at the moment. And noticing the contact with the bed or the floor or the chair, cushion, stool. Just noticing what that feels like. Really bringing our awareness down to that contact. Noticing too that the weight of our body being pulled down onto whatever we're lying or sitting on. Being held by gravity, really. The gravity of the earth just holding us. So we don't have to do anything, we can just let go. Nothing to do at all. No demands on us. And bringing attention to the upper body and the breath in the upper body coming and going. The sensations inside the body, in the lungs and the throat, can you feel them? Sense of drawing in the breath from somewhere. And the chest, the sides of the body and the upper back, all moving in time with the breath. Expanding on the in-breath, relaxing on the out-breath. So we can use the out-breath as a way of just letting go. It's a natural relaxant. So as you breathe out, just noticing that you're drawn to letting go, to relaxing. So just relaxing on each out breath. And then relaxing a little more. This is the mindfulness of breathing. And in the first stage, we're following the out breath all the way from the beginning to the end. Just following it all the way along, noticing what it's like, trying to stay aware with the big mind of the breath, of the out breath. And if we would like, we can count, we can place a number at the end of each out breath, beginning with 1, and then 2, and so on up to 10, and then beginning again from 1. But the main thing is to follow the whole length of the out breath. In a relaxed way, not trying too hard. Not worrying if the small mind begins chattering. That's what the mind does, this small mind. Just being kind to it, just letting any thoughts go. You might notice that if you turn towards any thoughts, they disappear straight away. They might come back, but just let them go again. So we can let go of following the out breath for a moment and just make sure we're comfortable. Check how we are. And when we're ready, beginning to follow each in-breath right from the beginning to the end. If we want to count, if that helps, we can place a number just before each in-breath in the same way as in the first stage. So following each in-breath right from the beginning to the very end each time. Not trying too hard, not worrying if you keep getting distracted. It's just what the small mind does. Just patiently letting thoughts go and coming back to following each in-breath. So we can let go of any counting now, and we're going to move our awareness up to the upper body, just noticing the sensations of the breath in the upper body, at the front, at the back, at the sides, and within the body itself. Just noticing all that you can about the breath coming and going. allowing yourself to become absorbed in the rhythm of the breath. And if you wish, you can broaden your awareness to other parts of the body, noticing what you might call an echo of the breath in the abdomen and the belly. In the lower back, noticing the echo of the breath in the legs and the feet. And in the arms and the hands. You might also feel the breath echoing in the face and the rest of the head. And finally, in the whole breathing body, just observing the sensations of the breath in the whole body. In the final stage, moving our awareness up to the area around the nostrils or the upper lip, wherever we're breathing in, and just noticing the delicate sensations as the breath brushes the nostrils or the upper lip as it comes in and out of the body. Just really homing in on these small areas. Maybe just noticing that between thoughts, between distractions, without thinking, you know exactly what's happening. You can still feel, you can still be aware, you're just not thinking about it. Finally, letting go of all effort and just sitting, observing as much as you can the whole of your experience. Just what's coming and going, not getting caught up in anything, not pushing anything away, just sitting, noticing. Well, that's it for this morning. Thank you so much for joining me. I keep meaning to say, if you know anybody who you think might benefit from meditation, do let them know about these sessions. We just want to be here for everybody, and everybody who can benefit. And that's most people, actually. But some people will be more inclined to come and do it than others. But if you know of anybody like that, do let them know. And yes, Joe will be back tomorrow morning. No, wait a minute. It's the last Friday of the month, so it will be Eugenio from Italy will be leading a loving kindness meditation tomorrow morning. So maybe you can make a note and turn up to keep him company as well. And just listen to somebody else doing meditation apart from me, which is always good. It's good to hear different voices. Anyway, thanks for coming along, and have a really lovely day, and take care of yourself, and see you again soon. Lots of love to you all. Bye.